fire the amamo. Near you will be a manadamano. Sandy Pano Damano, ye back near Babasha, the air where I saw woo to know, now walk at us. Near Mamma home crata, move it media to Jumano, Nama protect your assassin, and Namaya Majuma, was from you quite so. And Tiane, Yabaino, ye be sitting Cosonga Cranka Crassa, said a bear, Baby, I bet Ruby and what say Biano, yet himself was immense and the Dean Dasso, said a bear, young Fabaco, Buffo, and Fanco side, the Yonko. Wa ubaya wudi no afa ye ma obi aka ho ane hu se kakra ne de hye won nsam no watumi aye ni ye ama ho aye dey ate minister who ha iso so no ye nim se amode yesia as regional ministers DC said ye be ya timamufu ne de ohaw ebeto ye nimu a ye betumi agina o manam so ama wate lands minister emra o mrante ne ba ya no mo ye operations no ebinu mo ha no mo machines si o mu fie enzo mo se saye Safo ni nyina maka kire wo mo ehun videos ehun pictures ni nyina ye de be ma ni agina wani masere wo se omo ye asuti a omo machines omo pack ye se omo twai se wo de community mining cooperative mining ne beba ansa no masa akwa omrante ne ba ya ombese se omo video no ye de mu ni ntokwa wo a wo sa evidence no de ba ye be ginam ne minister ka se de be ya bu be hu se enese ye baase ye betata mo na emom ye baase ye ba be bo asase ne ho bai ni ameki sure se ye betumi aye ni ye se be ya nchiri masoso beba no ma ba be na ho emfaso entebusiafo menim se e de ampanifo ha cooperative man no mbechechire mu ye bi aka ho amoma hu de enti enei ya ba ye ba be di dwuman e wo obo ase ha medisi no nananom se miwie na ma humi a yenya emergency bi ma ha eso do ye kɔ ne ye ba etimi ne MC fo ni bi ne commanders ni bi ye betu na yakwa handle sa emergency ni kakra ministers aka wa akire no mbehwe na adwumadie ne dia aka ni nyina no ma hwe no ma hyehyɛ e dia maye me ye sure se ye betumi awie emergency problem no ne asa aba be ka mo ho ansa na mapo ba ma hu ye na se ye wie na me ne MCs ni bi kwa na nya ne mo ho sem na adwuma bi na aba sesi e wo se ye kɔ ye kotu ho ana mo me de besia na madam nyina ma se Nyankopɔn hira mo
Eda sibebre semonu sa Odmonyamfo Dr. Frank Emmanuel Amwakohene Asanteman Swafo Ohombrasefo Dwumadenfo Paul Mantam nanso osen adikanfo dodo no ase akwada nyame onomo wanu hwam eda sibebre ene nsem na ode abejaye ene awie.
And so you just heard the Ashanti Regional Minister. Please, once again, a round of applause for Dr. Frank Amwakohene. Here at this event, we are expecting a number of dignitaries to throng this particular destination. As and when they do, we'll go ahead and recognize them in that respect. But it's now time for us to do some of the acknowledgement. And so we are starting in that particular respect. Professor Martin Otin Abibio is the board chair of the Forestry Commission. He's sitting on the podium. Please put your hands together for Professor Martin Otin Abibio. Honorable Issa Salifu Taylor is the MP for Takwa in Swaim, also a board member of Minkum. We recognize you here today. Professor Nana Ama-Kluche is the CEO of the Environmental Protection Agency. Please, a round of applause for Prof. And then, of course, the man under whose auspices all of this is happening, we are talking about the sector minister, the Honorable Emmanuel Ama-Kofi-Boa. Please, a round of applause for the sector minister. We also do have, again, Honorable Frank Amwakohene, whom earlier we did hear from, the Ashanti Regional Minister. Honorable Rita Akosia Awate is the Eastern Regional Minister. She's also in our company this very afternoon. Please, a round of applause for the Eastern Regional Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, can we clap for our dignitaries, please? Thank you. Ambassador William Into is also in our company. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for joining us. And very soon, a man who we would be hearing from after all of the acknowledgements now. Engineer Frank Asari Pedro is the National Coordinator for the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. Please do it better for him. He is the coordinator under whose energies and leadership this program will be operationalized. In the course of time, we'll continue with the rest of the acknowledgements. The opening statement from Engineer Frank Asari. A round of applause for the National Coordinator of our COMSDEP. Please do it better for him.
Engineer Frank Pedro Asari.
MC Medasi. Utumfo Adam Sini Nana Asumeja Hene. The Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Emmanuel Amakufibua. Permit me to stand on all existing protocols. It is a great honor to deliver the opening statement for the launch of a bold and transformative national program, the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, CONSDEP. The CONSDEP builds on lessons from previous initiatives, particularly the Community Mining Scheme and the National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program, by improving upon their lapses through proper coordination and implementation, as well as the effective use of resources. The program is structured around 6 interconnected pillars, i.e., 1. Cooperative Mining Scheme. This pillar involves the establishment of community-owned mining enterprises with centralized processing facilities that employ mercury-free technologies, ensuring environmentally responsible extraction, while maximizing mineral recovery rates and local economic benefits. The scheme will be organized under the mining groups registered with COMSDEP based in the community. Operators under the scheme will be taken through training and will sign onto the policy guidelines and code of practice developed for the cooperative mining scheme. The acquisition of the small-scale licensing cooperative mining may be initiated by either government or the community. COMSDEP shall facilitate for applicants to obtain the requisite licenses, permits, and any other authorization from relevant regulatory bodies such as Minerals Commission, Environmental Protection Agencies, MMDAs, amongst others. The second pillar is the mine support services. This pillar provides comprehensive technical support, including modern equipment leasing, geological survey, safety training, and regulatory compliance assistance to elevate operational standards across all cooperative mining operations. The third pillar is vocational training and entrepreneurship development. It delivers targeted skills acquisition programs in mining techniques, equipment maintenance, and alternative livelihoods, with special emphasis on empowering women and youth through accredited certification pathways. The fourth pillar is the environmental rehabilitation program. It involves the implementation of systematic land reclamation and afforestation initiatives that restore degraded mining areas to productive use, creating green jobs while rebuilding ecosystem services and biodiversity. The fifth pillar is the agricultural value chain development. This pillar establishes sustainable farming cooperatives and agro-processing facilities in mining regions, diversifying local economies and enhancing food security through partnership with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. The sixth pillar is the community infrastructure development. It aims to improve the quality of life in mining communities through the development of critical social infrastructure, including potable water systems, health facilities, educational institutions, and renewable energy projects that directly improve quality of life in the mining communities. CONSDEP is more than a mining program. It is a vision for how our communities can reclaim their lands, restore their environment, and rebuild their economies with dignity and purpose. It is about empowering our people, not just to mine responsibly, but to dream beyond mining. It is about turning mining communities into hubs of innovation, productivity, and resilience. Today, we are laying a foundation that will outlast political cycles and serve generations to come. But this vision can only succeed if we work together. This is an invitation for all stakeholders. Government will provide the framework and resources. Traditional leaders will offer their guidance and authority. Miners will commit to lawful, safe, and responsible practices. Civil society and the media will help keep the process transparent and accountable, and every Ghanaian, whether in the mining sector or not, will play a role in protecting our lands and livelihoods. Together, let us mine responsibly, live sustainably, and build a prosperous future for all. Thank you all, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's do it better for Engineer Frank Pedro Asari. He is the National Coordinator of our CONSDEP.
Ya brother engineer say monu so wapoto bebre wapoto na me de me take say ya me de ene say nananom say bi oburu say bi akronto ya say abrabo mu nante de onuaduru ya ohwe ase no oduru ho anante mu wa ya hwe yie na no ada community mining sinto na ewom ohawa ode ba ye de ankoyie wo mu no eno na nei Owura engineer Pedro Asari won wa keka niema siani de enye won wa yi afiri mu o mafira no ntuma ahyehyɛ ne kama na wode brega na fo na hyase afiri asante oboase ha na abeboa mamabu no atu fom agudie kwampa so a emfa nsunsuanso bane bia emreye ananom madaroma ye wadi kropi wa ha ye wo nananom amanhe bi achiame wa ha ye wo nananom achiame bi wa ha Sanso na yewo zongo mpenifo sarki no mu imam no mu bi wa ha edinu doso ye kase ye bobo ni nyina nananom ebre ebetia ye mamu nyina akwa abasronko edam wase se mode moni munyam aba betai dwumadie no achi na moma me akwanyan na memoni pa mienu bidin nana amoaniwa dede a otoso mienu adanse man hema Nana piao, nana yama wakwa ba da wase se ode wani munyam aba betai dwumadi achi ya duru no suei aye de obesi asante mawura anamu otumfo na ase tutu ababio otoso mienu eye nana asumunya manhene otene ho nana ochirekusi ntrama engineer mining engineer by profession ono na nei Otumfo se tutu nana apaw no se omra na ne mpabo akese no omra mehye mekire asantema benkum hene ho asem na mekan jebi kankanfo nana ho asem na mekan adua na piesie ne ho asem na mekan papa so yedroi no yebabo apinche nana na nana no di semu a ni wura awesa ahye na no wode ato minister soafo ene Ghana man nyina anim ka me ho abra ya pinche nana edase.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to listen to royalty as we continue with the day's proceedings.
I am particularly excited today to see and witness this flagship launch that we see today. This is fulfillment. As a mining engineer, and I've seen how the town has moved in terms of development. To change and exploitation of minerals, not of gold has been extracted from this.
This program not only as an important intervention, but also for us, the large-scale miners, and a legacy to ensure that Ghana continues to mine responsibly, just as our large-scale mines have done consistently. We believe that responsible cooperative mining should be a win-win, a spirit of live and let's live, between well-structured cooperative mining schemes and the large-scale mines. To succeed, this initiative must learn from both the successes and the shortcomings of our previous community mining schemes. And my colleague, Engineer Frank, had mentioned that. First, there's the need for continuous exploration, without which mining cannot be sustainable, cannot be sustained responsibly. Second, the program should open opportunities for our local consultants and mining experts to support cooperatives in developing their mines and practicing improved mining methods. The members of our chamber stand ready to contribute their technical expertise in this regard. Importantly, skilled Ghanaians, including our graduates, should be called upon to support the operations of these cooperatives with remuneration sourced from the proceeds of these mining activities. This approach would create jobs whilst ensuring professionalism in our operations. We must also ensure that every cooperative mining entity becomes a model of responsible and legal mining. They should be registered beyond just cooperatives as limited liability companies with ownerships that is transparent and known to all. Moreover, there lies opportunity for other options to be looked at. It is important to do a quick comparative analysis between the community mining schemes and RCOMSDEV to be able to show the way we should go to get the improvement that we're talking about. This particular scheme has a better governance structure. It introduced a 3-tier hierarchy. Ownership and participation model is also better, exclusively cooperatively based, and requires registration, formal registration as cooperative, positioning communities as co-creators. It also establishes a cooperative mining development fund for startups,
training and infrastructure sourced from levies, government and donor, aside the operator's self-financing capital of 100,000. Importantly, there's a profit-sharing economic integration as well, in a mandate profit sharing for the cooperative communities, the MMDAs, the traditional authorities, and to reclamation funds. I would also suggest that we leave some funds for continuous exploration. Another thing that is worth noting is that there is the element of supervision and training, adding the National Alternative Employment Program, and then also the ComSdev training as well. Our recommendation that both Community Mining Scheme and ArtsCondevs, however, share a critical flaw: the complex licensing procedure, 9 to 8 steps. It risks bureaucratic delays and potentially driving miners towards informality despite the policy initiatives. Engineer Frank talks about the support to let this happen. That is critical. However, this scheme demonstrates some advancement over the community mining scheme by formalizing community ownership, profit sharing, and dedicated funding. It addresses the community mining scheme's lack of enforceable benefit sharing mechanisms and the gap that historically had left communities with little benefit from mining. The cooperative model also aligns with Ghana's decentralization goals, suggesting greater potential for sustainable local development. This cooperative scheme mirrors the community mining scheme's framework and fails to institute robust mechanism ensuring adherence to social and environmental safeguards. This continuity of weakness has to be addressed. It's evident in the inadequate compliance verifications, enforcement protocols, and consequent management has to be put in place to ensure that we don't go back to the challenges of Galamsey, as Nana has advocated for. The framework also leaves out the essential element of sustainable mining exploration. This is critical. The framework should dedicate some funding to continuous exploration to ensure longevity of the mining operations of the cooperatives. The absence of this will lead to the creeping of the operations of these cooperatives, as we saw in the community mining schemes and as we have known with Galamsey all along. Another portion that the framework needs to also work on is that it exhibits a glaring omission of integrated deterrence measures and neglects the polluter pays principle. By not mandating financial accountability for environmental damage, example, compulsory reclamation bonds or pollution fines, or establishing swift penalty systems for violations, the scheme should ensure that it provides a tool to compel these responsible practices. The absence of would fundamentally undermine its potential to deliver a true paradigm shift, transforming Ghana's small-scale mining initiatives from environmental degradation and informality towards sustainability and community-centric benefit sharing. However, this scheme has one major advantage, as the ministry is engaging and taking feedback from various stakeholders and will factor these views to learn from the past and the good practices to improve the scheme. We hope and will work with the government to ensure that these feedbacks are incorporated to ensure that there's a paradigm shift. Let us work to ensure that our ComDev work for Ghana and for Ghanaians and ensure that large-scale mining will live side by side with small-scale and responsible cooperative mining where all sides win. If our ComDev is done properly, this is a path to sustainable, inclusive, and responsible mining future for our country. The Chamber is proud to work this journey with all stakeholders. We hope that we'll all work together after the launch is done to take this feedback back to all stakeholders and together work to ensure that Ghana benefits from the resources that God has given us. Thank you all very much, and God richly bless us.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ken Ashibe. Please put your hands together for him. For those who do not know him, he's one of the vocal voices who've been calling for sustainable mining, and therefore we are happy that he buys into the vision of the ministry in this particular respect. We shall continue with the program. Indeed, there is a tall list of dignitaries to be acknowledged, but as we progress, we'll take time to do that progressively. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to hear from Professor Nana Amakluche, the Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Authority. Please do it better for her as we listen to the next solidarity message.
Thank you. Good morning. It's afternoon already. Distinguished guests, honorable ministers, Nananom, miners, development partners, members of the media, and the good people of Obuasi. It is a privilege to stand before you today as we inaugurate the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. This is a major milestone, not only for Obuasi, because I see my friends from Western region and Central region also here, and even Eastern region also here, but it's for the whole Ghana. There's a broader effort to formalize and improve the small-scale mining sector. The Environmental Protection Authority has been actively involved in this program from its inception. We have provided technical guidance, supported capacity building, and worked closely with our partners to ensure this initiative aligns with Ghana's environmental standards and developmental goals. And I assure you, we will continue to go this journey with you until the program is successfully implemented and sustainable. Our commitment goes beyond just policy. We want to take concrete steps to support responsible mining projects. Reclamation bonds are now mandatory for all licensed small-scale miners. This ensures that land used for mining is restored and rehabilitated after operations, preserving our ecosystems for future generations. So the EPA has also established presence at Ghana's ports of entries, and with officers in all our districts, to making sure that we have proper monitoring and regulations for all activities, including mining. So the port offices are to regulate the importation of chemicals specially used in mining, and this will help curb the inflow of dangerous substances and chemicals that harm both the people and the environment. In addition, we have other offices even at the airport, and this is also to ensure traceability of gold that is exported. And this we are doing in collaboration with Gold Board, because for every ounce of gold leaving this country, it has to be accounted for. And if gold is traced to illegal mining operations, the individuals will face the full force of the Environmental Protection Act. So this is not about just the enforcement, it's also about creating the responsible, transparent, and inclusive mining sector, one that supports livelihood, protects the environment, and contributes meaningfully to national development. To our mining cooperatives, I call the small-scale miners my friends. I've been meeting the small-scale mining associations, explaining to them why they need to have proper documentation in mining. It gives them the opportunity for EPA especially to guide them into doing sustainable mining. And this cooperative mining, it's one that we hope and I want to ensure that it brings the responsibility on our environment that we expect. We want to also ensure sustainability. So the EPA is going to roll out programs for training on sustainable and responsible mining, and very soon you will hear also about it. So I wish to thank the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and his team, my sector minister, Minister of Environment and Environment Technology as well, for this program that we've put together. The EPA remains committed to this journey. And I wish to thank the Obuasi community and the chiefs for the responsibility they've taken upon themselves to also host this program, and the promise to ensure that we have responsible mining in Ghana. To our small-scale miners, today we say there's no longer going to be illegal mining. The name illegal mining is changed to cooperative mining. Thank you.
Indeed, the name illegal mining, effective today, we have changed it to responsible cooperative mining. Please, once again, a round of applause for the Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Authority. I believe this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the man under whose auspices and leadership this drive has now become a reality right in front of us. Please help me welcome to the podium at this juncture, giving honor to whom honor is due.
Thank you very much. The two force rep, Odehine, Ochirekusi, Intrama, Osumaja, Omahin, and Asantimans, Benkum Hine, Nananum, Obai Manum, distinguished invited guests, I see my honorable members of parliament, CEOs, and so many people. I will stand on the same protocol. I tried. It is really an honor to stand before you today as we mark a significant milestone in our journey toward responsible and sustainable mining. And mining has long been a cornerstone of Ghana's economy, providing livelihoods for millions. Yet we recognize the challenges that unsafe and unlicensed practices pose to our communities, particularly in the light of the need for greater economic diversification in our mining regions. The limited access to economic opportunities has in the past created tensions, even resulting in unfortunate loss of lives in some cases. While we are saddened by these incidents, we gather today to chart a new course where mining communities will be empowered. The era of dig and die is being replaced. Today, we are beginning a new era of mine and thrive. For years, Ghana's mining sector has faced two critical challenges: environmental degradation caused by illegal mining and unregulated mining, and limited economic opportunity for mining communities. The effects of these challenges remain among the most pressing needs of our country today. And while we have taken several significant and strategic steps to curb environmental degradation, we must address the economic disparities that persist in mining communities. Nana, I'm happy to inform you that we are almost 80% through in overhauling the mining laws of Ghana and the mining policies of Ghana. And what we are trying to do is to make sure that the mining laws reflect the experiences and empower communities where mining takes place. I've asked myself, as a member of parliament from a mining community, why will a complete stranger just show up in Nane's land simply to tell him, I have a license from income, I have a prospecting license, and that will be the first time you are seeing this person. And the location he's going to, there's cocoa farm there. And he says, I am interested in the gold underneath. Now we are changing that completely. Before Mincom will issue a license, that license applicant must first start with the mining, district mining committee where Nana, you are there. And you will first agree before it gets to Accra. That is the only way that when the mining
contractors come to your village, they will have respect and respect the traditions and understand that you have the social licenses before anybody else. We are under no illusion also that we will solve the issues of illegal mining with guns and force and violence. And that is why we have focused so much on sensitization and stakeholder collaboration. Today marks a defining moment in Ghana's journey towards that goal that we have, sustainable mining. We stand at a crossroad of transformation where mining access is not going to be a curse on our land, but a catalyst for prosperity, where degraded landscapes rise again as fields of opportunity, and where our youth no longer dig for survival, but are equipped to build a future of dignity. We are trying to create a system where it is not only legal for complete strangers to come to mine for gold, but our local communities can also mine. And they will mine legally, they will mine without fear, because they will mine responsibly and sustainably. That is what we are trying to create. With the approval of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and his cabinet, this is the dawn of the Responsible Corporate Mining and Skills Development Program. We call it COMSDED for short. It is Ghana's boldest step yet to reclaim our environment, reform artisanal mining, and restore hope to our communities. And now, if you recall, my first directive was that we put a hold on community mining schemes. Our findings revealed clearly that the reason we had all those challenges was that it was just community in name, but the real ownership were people who were powerful, well connected politically. And so we decided to create a new structure, learning lessons from the past and making sure that we can resolve to have a structure that truly empowers the community. So building the lessons from the National Alternative Employment Scheme, NALEP, and the Community Mining Scheme, along with extensive stakeholder engagement, we have crafted a framework that ensures that mining benefits local communities while safeguarding our environment. The program is designed to reform artisanal mining by combining the strengths of NALEP and the Community Mining Scheme. Nana, this is not just a policy, it is a practical community-driven program that builds on 3 pillars. One is responsible mining. We will establish community-owned mobile cooperatives with legal concessions and centralized processing. These facilities will use modern, mercury-free technologies to ensure higher gold recovery rates while protecting our environment. There will be no more poverty-driven distractions, only responsible, profitable, and sustainable mining. From geological surveys to safety training, we will elevate artisanal mining from a risky venture into a professionally regulated mining. Nana, every cooperative mining will have a certification. We've already engaged the Takwa School of Mines. Every cooperative mining will go through a training program, certification, and government will support them with modern technology to mine and get more gold. And this is the good news. Nana, I have already directed that the day we launch the cooperative mining, we are going to have mobile mining and permitting vans all over, driving right to you in your community to register and license you. You don't need to come to Accra. Mincom is coming to you with the EPA, thanks to the Minister of Environment, Science and Technology and the EPA boss, that we are going to cooperate to form a mobile licensing teams that will do the assessment and license and permit. We are also going to put a strict inspection regime to make sure that anybody who is doing community license will go according to the rules. And that if you fail to go according to the rules, there will be punitive sanctions. We'll also follow up that there will be revocation of licenses if you fail. We also envision that a mining sector that is a catalyst for opportunities in vocational skills, agriculture, digital technology, and entrepreneurship. Nana, we are doing this because we know that the gold is finite. It will finish. So we are creating a system which ensures that by the time you finish mining, you have some technological skill, you have some agricultural skill, you have an entrepreneurial skills that you can do other things. And that is really the focus of this new program. There's also the focus, which is the third phase, land restoration and community growth. Mining must be a partnership between the people and the land, harnessing resources while respecting the earth that provides them. We will rehabilitate land scarred by illegal mining. And I think I heard a comment. You can be assured, Mr. Shigbe, that we are going to have the same bond that large-scale mining companies have with every small-scale cooperative mining in the new dispensation that we are bringing. Everybody, cooperative mining, small-scale mining, everybody must be responsible for what we are doing. Every acre degraded by mining will be reclaimed. Portions of cooperative mining revenues will fund critical infrastructure. Mining revenues will no longer vanish into private pockets. They will help build schools, hospitals, clean water systems to improve the quality of life in that community. Because Nana, you and your community are the drivers of this program. Another critical piece of this framework is support from stakeholders, including large-scale mining companies. And I've also asked the question. Every university has a primary school. So why is it that large-scale mining companies are not creating cooperative mining that they are guiding and supporting with all their good practices and safety standards? We are challenging every large-scale company to support every cooperative mining in their area with cooperative support. And I'm very happy that we have made a lot of progress with our discussion with Anglo Gold. And they are going to take the lead. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. We expect large-scale mining companies to have cooperative mining program in their operating layers, as I've said. And in the coming weeks, we'll roll out cooperative mining schemes nationwide. Each cooperative will undergo training and certification in collaboration with the University of Mines, alongside a fast-track mining licensing process, as I've said. Government will provide the policy and resources under this program. Traditional leaders will be the stewards with community engagement, and the private sector partners will bring expertise and investment. This is going to be the three-way strategy that we are going to work together to create this cooperative mining. So let us seize this opportunity to redefine the future of artisanal and small-scale mining in Ghana. Together, we can build a future where relentless pursuit of resources beneath the surface of the earth is safe, legal, and sustainable. Where our youth have skills, our land flourishes, and our communities prosper. We must collectively work to turn our waters blue and our forests green through responsible and sustainable mining. We begin this journey today. And now with your presence, we will need your support to make this cooperative mining a success. We are here to empower you. We are here to help us to succeed in this journey. We must succeed. We have no option. It is our obligation for future generations that we succeed. So on that note, and I have the honor to declare the responsible cooperative mining. Or we'll launch it here. I'll do it. Duly launched. Thank you. And I'm making a tweak akra. And I'm here can say. And then we call Anglo gold no I just say yes start to say yeah ye gold or boasi asasi so no it's more than 128 years now I just say America country cry and here now we share baby and yami di agu haya na yami di agu yanko baby haya anso na ebewu na yami afrey ya can say sa nyame di sika kokko amayen wa asase aso a say yensu yenya ho mfaso pa na ne aba ni say na ye mine ne ye di say yensuo ne ade sentino akoye say adwuma no ye starti no say bi o abrofo ne ba be na ye du baabi a yangasa kanafo ni madwuma mu kura asembroni inti aba ni say na ye ntumi mfa kwan paso enye mine adwuma ibi ye mfa ma community na yenso yenye ni yie a yense yensuo yense ye kwaye yense ye asase etine ne bi kira ye kan say mining companies work at the communities they all remember mining companies in country say it's got to also to your community ya beji be so ya papa no communities no monso ya skani bi ana rafu frona be ya di ko shem say minister so obehwe ha no who said ha yema community na ye beji e de ama community no parliament be ma mitumi nana na say ye ne sa se ne na ya sha asie ya ye ka say ye ne omo kesa agigi baabi ama ye na chese asudie kese ne ye de to nananom so say ye de tumi ibrahim say ye nya mine ni mu ba boa ye ne ni mabuni ni mrantie akasa say sesi a me se license kra mu hia say mo baba ankran yo me de license van no EPA ne minerals community ye de brem wo boase he ya ya license na mam wo he ya ye wie ya na chese mu ye adwuma na adwuma na mu ye na sebio ye de bibi papa mawa na kire se wonso abrofo se responsibility na bedos na ne se ye ne se ye be make sure se enche ne nyina ufa baabi wo Ghana ha obia nim se ne ayeye gold adwuma no a ense ye nsuo ense ye asase wo wie adwuma na wakata so aban so obobo mmode ama wo machines bia ebe boa ma gold no a wo de wonsa ohoro no wo ya wonya 40% po ne ye pese ye nse ye boa ye de technology fufo ba na wotumi nya gold no over 90% na wo ye ne yie no wo nya sika no ne ye dibi ye niema pa wo kro no a wo soso enye nkrofo mienu ne miensa bi nko na be di agya community no na ye no ne ye ne se na be ya wo ba ekro no so a na ohun se sika kokko kro mu na ya ba no na eno sa na mo na ye be ye no enenne ya be pa hontoma enna ye be ka se na no pa ne ye di amruka wo ye wo pe sika kokko na wo tu achi na sa police fo ne omo bawo sa soldier fo no bawo sa amre no efi na ekọ no ye pese ye twa so na ye be twa so a efi mene wo efi ni mene wo no se adwuma na wo koye cooperative man no wo be ye ne kwampa so aban president Mahama Simimbra me kan kire mo se na aban onchi mining kra o pese ye mining o pese mabunu ye mining nemom ye nyina ye nsi abutra ne ye nkire mo akwampa mo ya ebe ye mfaso na enye wuo mayen nti comes there bi no ni nyina nie nti efi na ekọ no ye nyina ye beboa na ya ka ye ho abom na ya ye comes there bi no ama mfaso aba so minister ye kesa no oka exercise ya na 6 months asin kọ no na it is a war zone send American ya destroy yen yankasa yen forest nyame de ache yen a ɛno na ɛma yɛn nsuo ɛno na ɛma yɛn mframa ɛno na nti na yɛte aseɛ no yɛ destroy 44 almost 44 out of the 200 or so na me no kɛsɛ na 9 deɛ sɛbio ɔmo taking over ɔmo kitatuo Ghana forestry kura ntumi nyame adom sɛsi a yɛagye ne nyinaa back yɛgusu bɔ ho ban nsuo a yɛasɛe no na meka ho asɛm a adeɛ bɛkye yɛn wɔ ha yɛse turbidity level a wotumi yɛ nsuo na wonom no ɛyɛ 0 to 500 yɛasɛe nsuo na ama sɛsi a menom kɛsɛ nana ɛnam baabi a meka kyerɛ wɔ a wakoma bɛtu almost from 5,000 to 10,000 yɛde nsuo yɛ treatment na yɛnom kora ɛnyɛ yie sisi a yɛn forest a yɛasɛe no over football field forest a yɛasɛe no nyinaa yɛ 7,500 football fields football field yɛbɔ bɔɔlo 7,500 ɛna sisi a yɛsi yɛ reclaim nti baabi a yɛdu no yɛ ne mbere asɛm na yɛfa kwan pa so ayɛ mining no na yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛdi ho adaseɛ na yɛ make sure sɛ yɛbɛyɛ ne yie sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛgye tum deɛ and the cooperative mining no ɛbɛba bɛyɛ nsesa foforɔ aboa yɛn communities ne nyinaa aban bɛbɔ mmɔden ayɛ ne deɛ na kɛseɛ nankasa esi mo so meda mo ase nyame nhyɛ yɛn nyinaa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big hand, a round of applause. And so officially, the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program has been launched. But we'll still have the minister here with us because we would want to unveil an official logo in that particular respect. Shall we now have the device to welcome that particular activity? There is a logo that accompanies this particular initiative. This is where we are unraveling the logo. So watching the skies, you can see it coming from right in front of me. The minister is correcting its arrival. RRR comes there this year. Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. There it comes. Green, gold, and white. Ladies and gentlemen, this is beautiful. It is landing. It is on arrival. It will be with us very soon. The official logo of our concept. There it comes. The minister, in his usual diligent fashion, is directing that flight. The flight that says goodbye to illegal mining, goodbye to irresponsible mining. It is coming. Where are our cameras? If you have a mobile phone, you've got to get it active now. Standing next to the minister is the national coordinator of the program, Engineer Pedro Francasari. This is beautiful. It is landing, it is coming. Awesome display by all standards. On that note, the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program has been launched. Kabori.